Crowdsourcing is a mass collaboration of people, of energies working towards a common goal. We all have done it, whether it's having a party in the school, or having a party at college, or going for a picnic, where everyone kind of pools in. Someone brings the sandwiches, someone brings the booze, someone brings the food or the location or music. So that it's simple. It's a crowdsourced picnic. So crowdsourcing, like I said, a mass collaboration of people working towards a common goal. If you look at our governments, they collect taxes from crowds. If you look at politicians, they crowdsource their votes. If you look at charities, they do exactly the same. So why not filmmaking? And I think it's a unique and a very democratic way of filmmaking, whereby you can engage a large percentage of your audience to help you make a film or realize your vision. Crowdfunding is one aspect and one part of crowdsourcing, but crowdsourcing kind of opens up the entire landscape, and you could invite participation from end to end in any department you want, whether it's scripting, whether it's dialogues, whether it's your direction team, your production, your music, your talent, your crew behind the camera, your talent in front of the camera. You could even crowdsource distribution. So I think crowdsourcing just opens up the scope, which crowdfunding by definition is only your funding. You're basically inviting funding from a crowd of people. And to simplify it more, it's something like Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a crowdsourced model where you contribute information, and it just becomes what it does. I think before one decides to crowdsource a film, there are certain elements and I would say, must-dos which you have to keep in mind. These are kind of things that I experienced while making our own film, and it would certainly help you if you know all of this, or at least have an idea of what it's going to entail and what is in it for other people. So for that, you must have a plan in place. When I say plan, right from your concept, your script, your cost of production, your marketing, and your distribution. I think the day you think of production, you should start thinking about distribution. It's really important to kind of plan distribution right at the same time when you plan production. So if you have a plan in place, it just helps others to see your film the way you see it. The second element, of course, is your passion and focus. I think it always is very effective if you have passion, and they would see it through. So, because when you're crowdsourcing a film, the time you're going to spend in mobilizing that crowd and bringing them on board to support your vision, it could take time, anywhere from 3 months to 2 years to 3 years. So your involvement in a project, the intensity and the passion you have on day one, you need to have the same passion after 2 years as well. There are no shortcuts to crowdsourcing. You may get lucky, but there are no shortcuts. At least that's my experience. Another key element that one could keep in mind is, and it surely helps, is having a target audience in mind. It's not only for consumption, but also to bring those people onto your project. For example, if you are making a documentary or or a film that has a socially relevant subject, you will automatically find a lot of people who are already working in that field, in that subject. And today, fortunately, you have the technology that that can help you reach out to them. You know, there is technology available, and of course, Google being one of them. You could use such technology to target that audience, to kind of involve them and make them a part of your journey. Because once you make your audience a part of your journey, they become your strength. And finding that audience is I think very important right at the beginning. And once you find that audience, you've engaged with them, they become a part of your journey, they also become your viewers in the end, and they would you know, become your champions, your marketeers. I think I would choose to make a crowdsourced film again, and it's a great way of filmmaking. It's a democratic process. You can engage, you can entertain, you can be a part of a journey which is not only yours, which becomes a collective journey, and the process is really healthy. And today, with technology, with certain tools available, especially in the digital revolution that's going on, I think a lot of filmmakers or budding filmmakers can use crowdsourcing as a way of getting the film made, and it's out there for you, and it's up to you to be able to use it. Crowdsourcing is also a great way of making your films in the independent space. If you're an indie filmmaker, you know, whatever your concept is, project is, whether it's a feature, documentary, or a short film. In fact, a lot of short films often do get made you know, under the umbrella of crowdsourcing, where no one charges you money, and where people bring in their energies, talent, sweat to make a film. So it's a great way, especially for independent filmmakers. There are challenges, there are many challenges, but like I said, if you have the passion and the focus, you will overcome them. You would be able to watch films in a much more consumer-friendly way, and be able to monetize your own films in the indie space. So I'm all for crowdsourcing.